I'm Dan Janig. Thanks for turning to 10, NBC 10.
Thank you for turning to 10. This is Southern New England's news leader.
At the magic hour of 4:30 in the morning, as we start a brand new day here, the 28th of June, Tuesday morning.
Yeah, 28th already.
We're glad you're with us. Now, I got to tell you, if you went to bed wondering what the heck happened with the Yankees game, all right, rain delay more than 3.5 hours in the Bronx.
Yep.
They finally finished the game at 2:45 this morning.
Oh, my goodness.
Rangers rallied in the ninth. It's 9-6 Yankees with about 100 people left in the stands. Probably because they just shut the beer concession down early.
Would you last? I don't know if I'd last that long.
I don't know. That's a lot of rain. And speaking of rain, any rain today?
We are going to be dealing with some rain out there today. So let's get right to it. Temperatures out there right now, not too bad, really. We are above average, and guess what? Anytime we see these upper 60s, low 70s, that just makes the way for the potential of instability in the atmosphere. And when that happens, we see the potential of showers and storms. So here you have it. We've got some rain tracking through parts of central Mass and down into Connecticut. A little bit of heavier rain right along I-84 and up through I-90 at this hour. Not much happening across Rhode Island or southeast Mass at this point. Maybe a couple of these spotty showers out toward Plymouth County out of the coast, but in and around Providence and down to the south, really not much happening out there either. Now, as we switch gears, zooming out a little bit and showing you what's happening, this is a frontal boundary. It's basically planted right over the top of us at this hour. We've got a mostly cloudy sky in place, a little bit of rain off to our west. That will continue pushing in as we head through the rest of the morning, and then we'll see that potential between this front and another front for even more of those scattered showers as we head through this afternoon. Tomorrow, a second front will arrive that will bring us another chance of rain. So a little bit of instability out there for today. You're high near 78 degrees, the potential for scattered showers. We will also see a mostly cloudy sky. Winds out of the south around 8 to 14 miles per hour. Not too bad wind-wise, which is good news. We never like to see too gusty wind when we deal with this potential of rain. Similar story at the beaches. Not a great day to head down to the beach. We'll give it a 2 out of 5 on the wave scale because of the cloudy conditions, that chance of a shower out there. Safe sun though, 25 plus minutes. High tide around 2:40 this afternoon, low tide around 9 a.m. Switching gears and taking it into the 7-day forecast, we are expecting highs near 80 degrees today and tomorrow, so a little bit below average. Tomorrow, that's when we could see the potential of some thunderstorms as well, so we'll keep you posted on that one. It looks like we may deal with a little bit more heat, a little bit more of that instability in the atmosphere, and when you shake things up like that, we could see thunderstorms. Then the end of the week looks great. Mostly sunny skies, highs in the low 80s as we head into your Thursday and Friday. Saturday looking better at this point. Mostly sunny is what we're calling for right now. Those overnight lows in the mid 60s. Sunday into Monday, 82 with mostly sunny skies on Sunday. A little bit more cloud cover Monday, but a high near 85. Frank?
And out on the roads, all is well. Here's a scene in downtown Providence. Just some light traffic on 195 right in the downtown area. But a lot of road sweeping is underway. And if you're leaving the house in the next few minutes, you'll want to be aware of that. Numerous locations. First of all, Cumberland, Route 295 north and south from exit 9B to the Massachusetts state line. 95 south in Providence between exits 20 and 16. And 195 east and west from 95 to exit 6 Broadway. Moving operation for sweeping at all those locations, all wrapping up at 5 o'clock this morning. So watch out for those trucks. Take it from me, they can surprise you, come up on you at the last second before you know it. Now let's get to the news.
All right, in the news this morning at 4:33, police say they're stepping up patrols after a house party got too big for a small town.
And NBC 10's Michelle San Miguel tells us why Freetown residents say police could have done more to prevent that party from getting out of hand.
Promoters of that party may have gang ties. Federal officials are now investigating.
A sea of partygoers ambush a neighborhood in Freetown. Now neighbors want to make sure this never happens again.
There were hordes of people coming down. There was swearing. There was urinating. It was vulgar language. I mean, it goes on and on.
Police Chief Carlton Abbott told neighbors the priority the night of the party was to make sure no one was injured and no property was damaged. He says by the time police arrived at the party, officers were significantly outnumbered, adding that it would have taken about 100 officers to break up the crowd. That night, they had about 10.
They were very reactive rather than proactive. I think we had a very simple neighborhood to shut down. At 9 o'clock when they patrolled the neighborhood, they could have shut down the road. It's a single access road.
But Chief Abbott admits officers were overwhelmed that night and knew they were dealing with rowdy and intoxicated partygoers. Police say in hindsight, officers could have shut down the road sooner. Now the woman who threw the party, Ashley Lockhart, could face several charges.
We're looking at disturbing the peace, keeping a disorderly house, lack of an entertainment license, providing false information to obtain a detail officer, and potential liquor law violations.
It's not the first time police respond to a party at this home on Leonard Avenue. Last month, police were called out to a loud party, and in 2009, someone was stabbed during a party.
If something doesn't happen, it's giving them free license to do it somewhere else, do it to us again.
And Freetown police say they are stepping up security in that neighborhood. Reporting in Freetown, Michelle San Miguel, NBC 10 News.
All right, and this morning right now, we know one person was killed in a head-on crash on the Rhode Island-Massachusetts state line.
The crash happened just after 9 o'clock yesterday morning when an SUV collided with a landscaping truck.
The victim is now identified as 39-year-old Todd DuPont of Westport. He was driving the SUV at the time. Another neighbor told us off camera that the landscaping truck driver appeared to suffer from some minor injuries.
A Rehoboth man has been ordered held on $50,000 bail after a deadly crash. 40-year-old Jeffrey Fisk Jr. faces charges of vehicular homicide. Prosecutors say he was drunk last Saturday afternoon when his vehicle crossed the center line and killed a 62-year-old man identified as Anthony Kishfi, who was on his motorcycle at the time. The lawyer for the suspect says the evidence is weak that his client was drunk.
Remorseful. This is a difficult time for anyone in a situation like that. They want to reach out and express their remorse, but I've told them not to reach out to anyone.
Witnesses say Fish refused a breathalyzer test after the crash. The victim had only just retired from his job, we're told. And police in Rentham are looking for a man wanted for shoplifting and assault. Police say the man is wanted for stealing at the Rentham Mall and then assaulting an employee there. They think the suspect may be from Rhode Island. If you recognize the man in this picture here or have any other information, you're asked to contact Rentham Police. A friend of former New England Patriots player Aaron Hernandez has pleaded guilty for his involvement in Odin Lloyd's murder as part of a deal with prosecutors. Carlos Ortiz changed his plea to guilty this week to accessory after the fact for his role in the 2013 murder. In exchange for pleading guilty, prosecutors dropped murder charges against Ortiz. Ortiz cried in court during a hearing yesterday afternoon as he listened to Lloyd's mother talk about how much she misses her son. He was sentenced to 4.5 to 7 years in prison.
Hey, this could be your lucky week if you're playing the lottery. There are some high jackpots up for grabs. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is now up to $390 million. Tomorrow's Powerball jackpot is now up to $222 million.
People convicted of sex trafficking will now have to register as sex offenders in Rhode Island. Governor Gina Raimondo signed a bill into law that will force at least 30 people onto the sex offender registry list. They've all been charged with sex trafficking crimes in Rhode Island by state or federal authorities over the past 2 years. Providence police say they have a suspect in the third murder of the year in that city. He's been accused of shooting and killing a former basketball star in the head.
Sierra Putman spoke to the victim's family and Providence police about the arrest.
According to his obituary, 22-year-old Kip Stewart was a basketball star at Mount Pleasant High School, but he got his high school degree from the Met School here in Providence.
It's a billion, ain't it? We're having some problems with the computers that play Sierra Putman's report. We'll try to get that for you a little bit later on. And we have more news to pass along in just a moment.
That's right. Ahead on the Sunrise Show, a Massachusetts state trooper is talking about the shootout that could have cost him his life, but didn't.
And the mayor in one area city says he's running for re-election. We have those stories and more in just a moment. Stay tuned if you can. We'll be right back.
Closed captioning on NBC 10 is brought to you by Cardi's Furniture and Mattresses. Have a good night with Nairobi's same-day mattress eye delivery 7 days a week. Through the years, NBC 10 is the one you turn to. When news happens, you rely on NBC 10 to keep you informed. The ones you call family. At NBC 10, we know life is moving fast.
And we're following developing news at this hour.
New at 5 tonight, a missing boy.
New technologies, new ways you get your news. We continue to strive to be the best for you.
Car crashed into and landed. Record turnout.
The one you turn to. That's why we are where you are. On air, online, on mobile app. When breaking news happens, turn to 10. NBC 10.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, know your rights.
If you or a member of your family have been hurt in a car accident, you need a lawyer. Call me.
Stephen Dennis.
Call the law office of Stephen J. Dennis right now.
What famous American has covered more territory than any other? Hint, it's not a person. Celebrate 75 years of endless adventure today at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. One drive and you'll discover why Jeep is the most awarded best-selling SUV brand. Current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on one of these 3 2016 Jeep 4x4 vehicles for under $200 a month.
At All Outdoors, we believe power equipment should fit you like your work clothes.
We carry a complete line of Honda lawn and garden equipment, and it's our job to fit you to the perfect model.
At All Outdoors, we have Honda-trained mechanics.
So we can set it up, start it up, and keep your equipment running for years.
Come to All Outdoors and be part of our family.
Become part of our family.
We're on Route 1 in Wakefield.
What are you doing? Putting pictures online so people will tell me what they think.
No.
I think they're lovely. Well, thank you.
You don't put pictures on the line, you put them online.
Online or in our stores. Shop Cardi's Furniture today
And enjoy outdoor table and 4 chair sets starting at $2.99.
What's this?
You are now blocked.
That's not right.
Today we're going to talk about the all-new 2016 Chevy Cruze, but you're only going to answer me in emojis. So this Cruze has built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi with 24 gigs of data. It also comes with 24 months of Sirius XM satellite radio.
Like word, Chevy. That's the way to go.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this all-new 2016 Chevy Cruze LT with 2 years of Sirius XM radio for around $169 a month. Visit your local New England Chevy dealer.
Through the years, NBC 10 is the one you turn to. At NBC 10, we know life is moving fast. When breaking news happens, turn to 10. NBC 10.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, you need an attorney.
If you're in a car accident and you're hurt, you need a lawyer. Call me, Attorney Stephen Dennis, today.
Call the law office of Stephen J. Dennis right now.
Hi, this is Joe Kayana. Thanks for turning to 10, NBC 10.
NBC 10 News Sunrise continues now with weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Good morning. It is 4:42 in the morning, and if you're headed outside right now, you're going to notice it's pretty warm out there. Not quite dealing with any rain just yet, but you could definitely feel the warm air and the humidity increasing. Out toward parts of Connecticut, we're in the 70s and mainly the upper 60s across Rhode Island and Southeast Mass. Here's why. There's that front right on our heels at this point. We're starting to see some showers pop up through parts of Southeast Mass out toward Plymouth. A little bit of light rain showing up on the radar picture right now. The heavier rain off to our west, that's where the front is centered across parts of central Mass and through northern Connecticut at this hour. Zooming out and showing you sort of big picture wise, we've got a mostly cloudy sky in place, at least for the bulk of this morning, and that rain will be moving through in the next few hours. It's all associated with round one of 2 fronts that are going to be coming through in the next really 24 hours or so. We are expecting the potential for some scattered showers out there today. That first front is going to start to break up as it passes through our areas, so we'll see that potential for scattered showers. Possibly heavy rain at times. Doesn't look like much at this point. The second front, though, looks like it has a little bit more energy along with it, so we may see some storms as that one starts to slide across our area as we head into tomorrow morning. The good news is it looks like this is going to be a morning event instead of an afternoon event, so that will limit that severe potential, which is good news. So here's what it looks like for today. Scattered showers on and off. Those temperatures pretty limited to the upper 70s. Then tomorrow into the morning, or really the overnight period and early part of the morning, we will see that potential for some scattered showers. Again, once this clears out, we're in much better shape as we head through the rest of the week. We should see highs back to near average, if not a little above, in the low 80s with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies all the way through the weekend and early next week. Frank?
All right, time for Coletta's Commute now here on the Sunrise Show. We talked about road sweeping on the interstates a little earlier this half hour. They're also doing road sweeping in Richmond on Route 138 west from Route 3 to Route 112. The right lane's closed until 6 o'clock this morning. Now let's go to the board for more overnight road work on Route 95 at the Providence-Cranston line. 95 north at Elmwood Avenue, the ramp is closed for bridge work over there until 6 o'clock this morning. There's a signed detour to follow if your travels. between now and 6 a.m. take you to that location. And we'll check the road traffic again in a few minutes. Allison?
All right, in the news right now, a Massachusetts state trooper is speaking about his ongoing recovery after he was hurt in a shootout in June. Trooper A.J. Cardus was hit in the shoulder during a May shootout with Jorge Zambrano. Zambrano had killed Auburn police officer Ronald Tarantino earlier in the day before being killed in that same shootout with the trooper in nearby Oxford.
Shot. I was in a, not gonna lie, it was a lot of pain. I could feel all my fingers and toes, so I knew it wasn't that bad.
Cardus says he's anxious to get back to work.
Now, politics. Rhode Island's favorite spectator sport. Cranston Mayor Alan Fung says he's running for re-election. The Republican, first elected in 2009, filed his paperwork for another term as mayor yesterday. He lost the governor's race, you'll recall, to Gina Raimondo in the last election, although many feel he would have won had it not been for the late entry of Cool Moose candidate Robert Healy. Since then, Fung has been criticized over a police scandal and other legal problems in the city. Fung will have at least one Democrat challenger. It is said to be the scariest week of the year to go into the ocean. Shark Week kicked off last night on the Discovery Channel.
That's right, and a local cameraman is already making a pretty big splash. NBC 10's Emily Volz introduces us to the man behind the monster MAKO.
Shark at the left, shark at the left. Oh, got it right there.
These animals are not like other sharks. First of all, they're the fastest shark in the world. MAKOs usually investigate things with their teeth, so they go at you like full mouth open.
Rhode Island resident Joe Romero is the man introducing us to the monster MAKO. For the last several years, he's worked as an underwater cinematographer for Shark Week. His latest project, Return of the Monster MAKO, premieres this week on Discovery Channel. In the show, Joe and his crew track what fishermen call the grander MAKO.
To have an animal reach that maximum size, adult size, over 1,000 pounds, it's pretty rare because they don't really make it to that size.
Grander MAKOs are also tough to track. Joe says to grow to that size, the shark has to be pretty smart and elusive, since MAKOs are hunted for sport. Joe hopes this show will help change that.
This is one of those sharks that is still not protected, and it should be, because we don't know how many of them are left.
For NBC 10, I'm Emily Volz.
All right. I don't want to be down there. I don't know about you. No thanks. Ahead on the Sunrise Show, visits to the doctor's office are becoming less frequent, actually.
But that doesn't mean people aren't getting sick. We're back in a moment to find out how walk-in clinic visits are affecting what you spend on health care. Right now, though, it's time to pause from today's news coverage and welcome in the newest member of our world-famous Early Risers Club. Let's say good morning to Robin Allgood. Robin says she watches us on the NBC 10 app while she's on the road in Philadelphia, so she doesn't miss her Rhode Island connection. Hey, Robin, thanks for sticking with us, even long distance.
If you too want to become part of the Sunrise Early Risers Club, all you have to do is wake up early, tell us who you are and where you're from before 5:30 in the morning, and perhaps you'll get a shout out too. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's all good.
Thank you for turning to 10. Follow breaking news all day long on turnto10.com.
So you're in stop-and-go traffic when Miss Text and Drive slams into the rear of your car. Now your neck and back are hurting, the medical bills are piling up, and your car's totaled. And then, surprise, her insurance company calls and wants to know where you were going. You're thinking, where was I going? Shouldn't they ask her where she thought she was going when she was driving and texting? LOL. If you've been injured by a distracted driver, call Dussault and Zader. Dussault and Zader, where experience is winning.
So what's the next one up? Says it's a Buick. Wow, that doesn't look like a Buick. So your dad let you borrow the...
Buick, Mr. Simmons. And it's got a 5-star overall safety rating.
I don't think that's what he's worried about. I bet you haven't seen anything like it.
It's a Buick.
And what you call an early adopter.
Now current lessees, switch to Buick and get this low-mileage lease on this 2016 Verano for around $169 per month. See your Southern New England Buick dealer.
Introducing Jimmy Dean Delights Frittatas, a delicious savory egg breakfast without all the bread and carbs, made with real ingredients. An excellent source of protein to help power through your morning. New Jimmy Dean Delights Frittatas.
It's not too big and it's not too small.
Chevrolet's crossovers come in 3 sizes: Trax, Equinox, and Traverse.
Who wants to sit in it?
I do.
Shotgun.
Oh, wow.
This car matches me. I like this. It's a perfect fit.
Get more than you expect for less than you imagine from the Chevrolet crossover family.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Traverse LT for $269 a month. Visit your local New England Chevy dealer.
If you're looking for the lowest price on Toyo tires, do what millions of others have done. Go to Town Fair Tire for the guaranteed lowest price. With over 400,000 tires in stock, we buy Toyo tires for less, so we sell them for less. Plus, you always get free mounting, free flat repair, free tire rotation, and a free front wheel alignment. For the guaranteed lowest price on Toyo tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands and discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Injured in a motorcycle accident?
I went over his hood.
I was laid up for a month. Who's going to fight the insurance company while you're recovering?
They said it was my fault.
You deserve more?
And you deserve respect.
I called a lawyer that I knew would give it to me straight.
They took my case personally.
They got me a huge settlement.
More than enough to cover my bills and get me back on the road.
It's all about the lawyer.
Tell them you mean business. Call DeOliveira and Associates on the Hurt Line right now.
Longhorn's grilled tastes of summer. Our new smoky pepper crusted filet with shrimp. Our new grilled Hawaiian salmon. And our famous outlaw ribeye. Tonight, only at Longhorn Steakhouse. You can't fake steak.
Hi, I'm Kelly Love. Thanks for turning to 10. NBC 10.
NBC 10 News Sunrise continues now with weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Good morning. It is 4:51, and if you're heading outside today, not a bad idea to have that umbrella at hand as you head out the door. We are seeing a couple of showers off to our west at this point, getting a little heavier in spots, really just south of I-90 where that meets Highway I-84. With that, most of Rhode Island and southeast Mass not seeing a whole lot of rain, just a mostly cloudy sky and very warm temperatures out there. We're mainly in the low 70s as you step outside. Right now, though, we've got some drier air on the back end of this frontal boundary, but we've got another front on the heels of that one that's going to bring us yet another chance of rain as we head into tomorrow. So watch what happens. Today, this front slides through. That will bring us the potential of some scattered showers, but as that sort of breaks up, we will see mainly light rain showers. It may get a little heavy at times, not expecting much in the way of stormy weather. Now, tomorrow's front looks like it's going to come in the early morning hours as far as we're concerned. We may get a little bit of heavier rain associated with that one, and then we'll be in much better shape as we end the week. So here's how it shakes out temperature-wise. We're in the upper 60s out there right now. We're going to see these spotty showers on and off throughout the day. Once those temperatures get to near 70 degrees, that will bring us the potential of a little bit more of that stormy weather, but again, it doesn't look like much at this point. Then round 2 comes in late tonight through the early part of your Wednesday morning. This is stopping the clock around 11:30. Looks like that heavy rain will be off to our west. Then tomorrow, as we head toward 3, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, we'll start to see some of that heavier rain rolling up from the south to the north as we go into the very early part of the day. Once that clears out, we're in good shape for the rest of the week. Thursday into Friday, partly to mostly sunny skies. Highs in the low to mid 80s for the most part. Looks like the weekend looks pretty good at this point as well. Highs in the low 80s, and then as we kick off your July 4th, it also looks pretty good, mostly sunny. Frank?
All right, let's check the traffic now for those of you about to leave the house for your morning destination. We're going to focus on Rhode Island's second largest city now, City of Warwick. Check out several locations. This is Route 95 north and south by Jefferson Boulevard, where traffic is, as you can see, obviously quite manageable. It's very light in both directions. A little closer to Kent Hospital now, if we could. Let's move over to Route 95 north and south by the Tollgate Road camera. Yeah, there it is. No problems there either. And DOT reports no accidents or any other major obstructions are in your way, really on any of the interstates or the big state highways in Rhode Island. Route 295, also in Warwick, though, has road work scheduled at this hour. The specific location is 295 north over Route 2. Lane closures are in place for bridge work, and that will continue until 6 o'clock this morning, so expect a bit of a slowdown if your travels take you on 295 in the next hour or so. 6 minutes to 5 now. It's Tuesday morning, 28th of June here on the Sunrise Show. The latest research shows that doctor's office visits are down and trips to the urgent care facilities are going up.
Yeah, NBC's Bertha Coombs reports on the latest in healthcare spending. It's new and it's only here on Sunrise.
Urgent care center becoming the first point of care for a lot of us.
The waiting times are shorter.
And for something like the flu or a cold, I feel like, you know, I want the quick and dirty.
I can just walk into an urgent care. It's covered by my insurance. I don't even have a copay. It's just really convenient.
They're a lot cheaper than emergency room visits, but they're so convenient and so affordable, we're using them. A lot, say PwC researchers.
Last year, high-cost specialty drugs was the main driver of trends. This year, it's more utilization that's driving trends.
In the last decade, large employers have seen spending on doctor's office visits decrease 17%, while urgent care spending for routine ailments is up 19%, and now makes up a bigger chunk of total medical costs.
Ultimately, we think might be a good thing. So while you have people taking better care of themselves for routine care, they may not have more catastrophic care down the road. But this year, it's an inflator.
PwC says large companies are also seeing more worker demand for mental health services, which could drive up costs next year. But overall, medical cost growth is expected to be flat at about 6.5%, with no blockbuster high-cost drugs like Sovaldi expected to come to market in 2017.
That was Bertha Coombs reporting. Now, to help cut the spending, more large employers are looking at plans with narrower networks and higher deductibles.
And for employees, it will mean more cost sharing for everything in 2017, perhaps including those convenient urgent care visitor centers.
Always comes down to the shuttle. All right, quick check now. How many Aerosmith fans out there? I'd say about 40 or 50,000 of you. You'll like this: a rock and roll themed coffee shop owned by Aerosmith drummer Joey Kramer will be opening in North Attleboro this week. It's called the Rockin' and Roastin' Cafe. Opens its doors on Friday. The public's invited to attend a special ribbon-cutting ceremony scheduled for 9 in the morning.
Hey, they're New Englanders. So.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And we're back in just a moment with the story of the House Speaker, Nicholas Mattiello, could be facing some competition election-wise. We'll hear from one opponent who says it's time for a change. We'll be right back.
Soak up the savings this summer and drive home a brand new all-wheel drive Toyota RAV4 for just $120 per month. Just $120 per month for a brand new Toyota RAV4. Don't miss the summer of fun going on now at Bach Toyota South. Come on down.
Hi, I'm Frank Terranova from A Class of Cooking, and here at Top of the Bay Restaurant, we know summer. We know the fresh ingredients make the best dishes. We know that the best food is local food. We know that the best pairing is a cold drink and a smile. We know there's nothing better than an outdoor drink with an ocean view. We know all this because this is what we do every day, every night. So come see what we know and enjoy summer with us, Rhode Island.
I wasn't sleeping well. My neck would be stiff.
I had like memory foams, I had feather pillows, and I'd always wake up with neck pain, and I had constant headaches. After sleeping on my pillow, I didn't wake up with the headaches. I was more aligned. Everything felt good.
I didn't realize the connection between the pillow and sleep. When I switched to my pillow, I got a better night's sleep, and I love it.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs, and it holds that support all night long to take the pressure off your shoulders and keep your neck aligned regardless of your sleeping position, so you get the best night's sleep of your life.
MyPillow is the official pillow of the National Sleep Foundation. Call or go to mypillow.com now to order your MyPillow. Use the promo code on your screen and you'll get a second pillow absolutely free. Other pillows go flat, causing you to fold them over or use your arm for support, which can cause pain. Hard foam pillows can raise your head too high and heat up during the night, making you very uncomfortable. But the revolutionary MyPillow has patented fill that won't go flat and keeps your neck supported and aligned to your exact individual need. MyPillow helps you get and stay in deep sleep all night long. And how about this? MyPillow is machine washable and dryable and comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee and an amazing 10-year warranty. Plus, every MyPillow is made in the USA.
I like the fact that it's made in the USA. I like the fact that it works.
I personally guarantee that MyPillow will be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own. Go to MyPillow.com or call now to order one of my pillows. When you do, I'll give you a second one absolutely free.
Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use the promo code on your screen to get 2 MyPillows for the price of 1. MyPillow comes with an unprecedented 60-day money-back guarantee, so you've got nothing to lose. Don't delay. Buy one and get one absolutely free.
For the best night's sleep in the whole